CBS is resurrecting Blue Bloods via Danny's spin-off, but the new show will ruin the Raegans' immaculate TV legacy. As part of the network's string of cancellations in the last couple of years, Frank Raegan and his clan of New York civil servants were forced to say goodbye to viewers in December 2024. The Blue Bloods series finale featured a citywide case that had several teams collaborate for one final on-screen mission for the famed family. Beyond their professional arcs, the family also had major personal developments, including the announcement that Eddie and Jamie were finally expecting their first child. For the most part, however, the Blue Bloods ending didn't really feel like a definitive wrap-up for the Raegans, and it was by design. Instead, all of them were supposed to continue carrying out their respective jobs, but it just wouldn't play out on screen. It's no secret that between its strong ratings and opposition from the cast, Blue Bloods cancellation was controversial. Ultimately, there will be a spin-off that centers on Donnie Wahlberg's Danny. The idea is exciting, but the specifics of the new show reveal that it will ruin one of, if not the best things about Blue Bloods. The Blue Bloods franchise will continue with Danny's spin-off that's set in Boston. Danny's moving up the Northeast. Donnie Wahlberg looking serious as Danny Raegan in Blue Bloods Season 14. Prior to Blue Bloods ending, rumbles of a spin-off happening were already going around. However, official details about it weren't confirmed until recently. The new show will be headlined by Wahlberg's Danny, as he embarks on a new adventure in Boston. The reason for the character's relocation up northeast is currently uncertain, but it is the only way that the show could work without being bogged down with questions about the rest of the Raegan family. Beyond that, Beantown also holds a real-life importance to Wahlberg, who hails from the city, and no other character from the original Blue Bloods run is confirmed for Danny's upcoming series. That said, Boston is close enough to New York that a couple of cameos from characters in the cancelled CBS procedural could easily pop up, such as Frank and maybe even Henry. Still, there's also a separation between the two cities, so Danny can start a new life. Danny's Boston spin-off means the Raegans' dinner tradition ends, and that's sad. The Raegan Sunday dinners will look very different without Danny. Regardless of the reason that Danny decides to move to Boston, the fact that he is relocating means one thing: the Raegan Sunday dinner tradition comes to an end. While the CBS series was technically a procedural, with the majority of its stories revolving around crime in the city and how it impacts its characters' jobs, at its core, Blue Bloods was a family show. It was what set it apart from other law and legal-centric shows, and the clan's dinners were a reminder of this. The Sunday dinners were non-negotiable in the Raegan household. It didn't matter what everyone was going through, everyone would gather at the table and spend some time with each other. The show even emphasized this a few times in its run. The meals will likely continue with the New York-based members of the clan, but the thought of Danny no longer attending because he's moving to Boston for his Blue Blood spin-off is arguably a sad turn of events.